Ooh. Welcome back to the garage today, guys. It's been a little while since we've been in here. There's been a gap, a few inch gap underneath this door for probably a year. So what I got going on is I did put up a tarp to keep the rain from going that way because it is all wet and we want it to be somewhat dry. We have a new door sill here. We have this self-adhesive threshold foam sealer. It's basically gonna go on gluey, tapey, really strong adhesive. And as you see in the picture, we'll put it at the base. And that replaces caulk. You don't need to use caulk or anything like that. So the first thing I need to do is I need to cut this sill to size. I'm actually going to use a square and straighten this out. And that's pretty far off from the one I had on that end. So we're going to see what's right. So that's right at 32 inches where I am marked. The next part of this I'm not crazy about, but you got to do what you got to do. And we'll be all right because, I mean, it is going to be in the door frame and, you know, the edge is going to be out of sight. I do have this reciprocating saw. I got a metal blade on there. You can see it's pretty worn out, but it should work for this aluminum. I'm going to throw on a mask and safety glasses super quick, just so I don't get any metal shavings anywhere I don't want them. Helps if I put a battery in. Alright, so you see how much vibration I'm getting there. I'm going to loosen this and I'm going to adjust this vise so I can have it pulled down closer to the cut. I use this cloth to protect it because I actually noticed the first time I had it gripped at the first spot. I mean, it is a garage sill and it's gonna get lawnmower scraping over and everything, so it's not the end of the world, but why start off with a mess? So you learn from your mistakes. This is where I clamped it in the first time and I used the cloth the second time to protect it. We're all good. If anything, it's actually a little too loose. It'll fit though. I might go get a chisel and just chip at that just a little bit, get it to lay a little more flat if I can. Alright, so next we gotta take this piece right here out. This is how this would adjust height-wise so that we try to get a nice seal on it. It's got pre-drilled holes, screw holes, Phillips head to put this back in there. But this is also the same place that we're going to drill through to anchor it to the ground. So first thing I'm going to do is put in this bit that drills through metal. And there goes my tarp to keep the rain out. So now I got to drill through the aluminum here and start a pilot hole. with a bit that will drill through metal, not my concrete bit. Ooh. That didn't feel good. So take learnings from me, guys. I must have been applying pressure, too much pressure to that. I really didn't think I was, but I hit my hand. That didn't feel good. And obviously you saw how that bent that bit. So let the drill bit do the work. I really didn't think I was pushing down on it, but I must have been. Obviously we saw the end result there. So and maybe be a little more cautious than I was being with where your hand placement is. Alright, so I just drilled through the aluminum. I stopped when I went through. I did not touch the concrete ground. And there's a reason for that, and that's because the concrete bit will not go through metal, won't go through anything else. You'll ruin it, you'll dull it, and it won't work for what it actually needs to work for. So I actually have a hammer drill that I'm going to use for that, so a little more strength to it, but also has that concrete bit on it. Pick's going to be lining it right back up, but I've started 3 or 4, I don't know, I said 3, 4 anchor holes there. All right, next I got that foam sealant I was talking about that replaces caulking this down or using any kind of glue. So this goes in as easy as it sounds. You're gonna have to take this white paper backing off of this stuff. Now just to find exactly where this is going to screw in at. That's the big trick. I did get some Tapcon concrete anchor screws. These are way longer. I should have gotten some shorter ones. I didn't think about it going underneath this additional plastic piece. I was thinking about going over. So another lesson to learn from me there. This. You know the TikToks of the audio, the 2 guys talking, like nobody will know, but they're gonna know. Nobody will know. How would they know? There needs to be a new one. I should make a new one. But did it work? Does it work? I feel like that is the story of my life when it comes to these projects. But did it work? Sorry, I can't help you with that. Oh, thanks, Siri. Because you're probably watching me right now like, that's not how you put that stuff on there. Yeah, I know. But did it work? It will. Now I gotta find where these guys are gonna go in. I don't know how I'm gonna find that. I'm just gonna fish around a little bit. Okay. That's what I should have done. I should have laid all this out and laid it there and left it there. Again, learning and experience. Don't drill your concrete holes until you actually have it laid out with that paper under, or with that sealant foam underneath it. Completely did not think through about drilling that in underneath this piece. I was thinking that the holes would go straight through all of this and have to go through the whole thing, which would make for a really ugly threshold if it had the blue Tapcons on there, for one. Alright, I went and got a different size of the Tapcon screws. These are 1 3/4 inch long. I already put one in, it worked perfectly. Alright, you saw me take it nice and easy to get through that aluminum. I got one in, the first one with these smaller concrete anchors. The others are not working out that well with the holes pre-drilled, so we're going to drill 2 new holes, do 3, make this, call it a day. Let's get 2 solid anchors in this thing. Alright, last time we're moving the hole. Alright, on this side, this is the 3rd anchor hole. Get a brand new screw, concrete anchor. Last time. If this one doesn't work, we're calling it a day with 2. It worked. It didn't bite as much as I wanted it to, but it worked. Looks pretty crummy, doesn't it? Let's see what it looks like when we put this piece back on. Alright, as usual, you guys got to see the trials and tribulations, the battle scars, the battle wounds, the obstacles, the stupid mistakes that I realized halfway through the project, and the learning process. But does it work? If you like watching, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time.